Shalom Aleichem Mishpacha, praise Yahuwah. It's time for another reading. I'm in Melakim 1, or 1 Kings chapter 15, verse 14. But the high places were not removed. However, Asa's heart was perfect with Yahuwah all his days. And he brought into the house of Yahuwah the Kodesh items of his father, and his own Kodesh items, silver and gold and utensils. And there was fighting between Asa and Baasha, sovereign of Yasharal, all their days. And Baasha, sovereign of Yasharal, came up against Yehuda, and built Ramah, to keep anyone from going out or coming in to Asa, sovereign of Yehuda. And Asa took all the silver and gold that was left in the treasuries of the house of Yahuwah, and the treasuries of the sovereign's house, and gave them into the hand of his servants. And sovereign Asa sent them to Ben-Hadad, son of Tabrimon, son of Hazon, sovereign of Aram, who dwelt in Damascus, saying, Let there be a covenant between you and me, as there was between my father and your father. Look, I have sent you a present of silver and gold. Come, break your covenant with Baasha, sovereign of Yasharal, so that he withdraws from me. And Ben-Hadad listened to sovereign Asa, and sent the commanders of his armies against the cities of Yasharal, and smote Ion, and Dan, and Abel Beth Maacah, and all Kinneroth, with all the land of Naphtali. And it came to be, when Baasha heard it, that he stopped building Ramah, and remained in Tirzah. Then sovereign Asa summoned all Yehuda, none was exempt, and they took away the stones and timber of Ramah, which Baasha had used for building. And with them sovereign Asa built Geba of Benjamin, and Mitzpah. And the rest of all the acts of Asa, and all his might, and all that he did, and all the cities which he built, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yehuda? But in the time of his old age he was diseased in his feet. So Asa slept with his fathers, and was buried with his fathers in the city of Dawid, his father. And Jehoshaphat, his son, reigned in his place. And Nadab, son of Jeroboam, became sovereign over Yasharal, in the 2nd year of Asa, sovereign of Yehuda. And he reigned over Yasharal 2 years. And he did evil in the eyes of Yahuwah, and walked in the way of his father, and in his sin by which he had made Yasharal sin. Then Baasha, son of Ahiyahu, of the house of Yissaschar, conspired against him, and Baasha smote him at Gibbethon, which belonged to the Pelishites, for Nadab and Yasharal had laid siege to Gibbethon. And Baasha killed him in the 3rd year of Asa, sovereign of Yehuda, and reigned in his place. And it came to be, when he became sovereign, that he smote all the house of Jeroboam. He did not leave to Jeroboam anyone breathing, until he had destroyed him, according to the word of Yahuwah, which he had spoken by his servant Ahiyahu the Shilonite. Because of the sins of Jeroboam, which he had sinned, and by which he had made Yasharal sin, because of this provocation, with which he had provoked Yahuwah, Elohim of Yasharal, and the rest of the acts of Nadab, and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yasharal? And there was fighting between Asa and Baasha, sovereign of Yasharal, all their days. In the 3rd year of Asa, sovereign of Yehuda, Baasha, son of Ahiyahu, became sovereign over all Yasharal and Tirzah, and reigned 24 years. And he did evil in the eyes of Yahuwah, and walked in the way of Jeroboam, and in his sin by which he had made Yasharal sin. Alright, praise Yahuwah. I'll pick up right there in just a short while, but until then, and as always, Barak Hashem Yahuwah, Shalom, and Alleluia.